Massad, and I am here for our monthly visit with Dr. Christina Nosotti of the Vetmobile Plus Clinic in Kirkland. How are you doing?
I am good, thanks. How are you?
Good. I specifically want to talk about something today that I've been living and you've been helping me with, is Tank's teeth. We didn't bring Tank today because I have somebody here to demonstrate. Quincy's right here and he's showing me what's going on. So we've got him chewing. Tank had gingivitis and he had tartar buildup. And I didn't realize I was supposed to be doing so much maintenance. That's my fault. Well, my fault. It's ignorance and we don't need to tell you. So ignorance is I was not a plea in court. So there I was with my gingivitis and my baby had tartar. You did some recommendations. I'd like to talk about that with our followers because I think it's important that I didn't realize how much maintenance I needed to do for his teeth. And I'm a dog person.
Yeah.
Like my mom always had dogs. I just didn't know this was a thing. So how do we manage to avoid what I'm living with Tank?
Well, starting young is a good, is the best. But I mean, you can start at any time as long as we're not dealing with periodontal disease. So you really want to get your dog used to even having his mouth touched. It's normal. They don't flinch when you touch them. I like introducing enzymatic toothpaste as a treat initially, where you put a little bit on your finger and you apply it on the teeth. Depending on how cooperative they are, you would want to just go baby steps. You don't necessarily want to just grab I would make the joke, you show up with a toothbrush and a tube of toothpaste. You're like, guess what we're doing right now? It's not necessarily going to be a hit if you've never done it before.
Well, that's what we had with Tank. This is the toothbrush. I'm going to show Brandon the toothbrush. This is the toothbrush that we're using for Tank. And originally his gums were quite inflamed, so the idea was to not brush right away. We used the enzymatic toothpaste that Dr. Nosotti gave to me for his teeth. So I applied that with my finger. Yeah. And now it's been 7 or 8 weeks, maybe about 8 weeks, that I've been very careful. I've been giving him bones, much like we've seen here that Quincy has, and it's helping. His gums are relaxing. So this is my system. And now this system should go on forever.
Yes, yeah, just like us, right? We have to brush our teeth daily. It's ideal to do the maintenance. Like some people find they feel it's enough doing it a couple of times a week. I mean, definitely keep an eye on their teeth on a regular basis. But when they start having tartar, I definitely recommend daily. And
tartar's the black stuff that's at the top?
Yeah, that yellowish brown stuff, yes.
Okay.
And it starts off like black doesn't necessarily have a color, but as you start to get the tartar, it becomes, it's a buildup. There's just more and more layers that add on. So
can you go back to a white tooth?
You can eventually. I mean, I don't want to, depends on where we're at though. I don't want to make it sound like, the toothpaste is the cure-all, because it's not. When it's too advanced, like you really do need to do dental work and then worry about you can always start the prevention before, so it's already starting to be a habit. But, we can't negate the fact that sometimes we really do need medical intervention.
Okay.
But if you start early, it really helps. I mean, there's certain issues that can't be prevented, just like for us, but we can prevent a lot of problems by not letting the gums become irritated, by not, developing, that'll lead to gingivitis, which then leads to periodontal disease.
And the bone that you have Quincy eating, is that helps also?
Well, in a sense, yes. And actually, I'm really cautious that with my own dogs where I have them chew only like really solid rubber toys. I avoid things that splinter. I avoid things that are too hard for the teeth. You want to be able to put an indentation in the toy, so
okay.
If you were to take that, you want to ideally not have little pieces that come off, but I've been monitoring, they break them off and they're not swallowing the pieces.
No, they're everywhere.
Yeah, he's got a couple, So, but you have to treat dogs like 2-year-old toddlers their whole lives when it comes to choking hazards. Very important to. So whatever you have them chewing, you still want to monitor. It's not just again, it's going to be case by case, right? Okay. If you see they're possibly going to be swallowing chunks, not a good toy for your dog.
Okay, I want to thank you for that. And that was our monthly visit with Dr. Christina Nosotti from the Vetmobile Plus Clinic in Kirkland. You can visit this site as directed by the government, of whether we have closures or not. But yes, you can come on in or you can call them up. What's the number, Christina?
514-995-0912.
Thanks so much for having us today.
Thank you.